Bring Me the Horizon are celebrating 20 years of their debut album, Count Your Blessings, with something that fans have been requesting for a very long time. And no, Ollie isn't selling bits of his hair yet. The band has announced a re-recorded version of the 2006 album will be released on July 10th called Count Your Blessings Repented. So this isn't just a standard anniversary remaster like a lot of bands tend to do. This is a full-ass 2026 version of Bring Me, recording a fan-favorite deathcore classic. According to the band, this project has been reborn, sharper, heavier, and more vital than ever. On the day of the release, the band is going to play the album in full for the first time ever at the B.E.C Arena in Manchester, UK. Something that fans know is very special is the band rarely plays songs from that album live, and again, has never played it in full before. It's something that organizers say is possibly the most requested and mythologized single show of the last decade. They're also going to be playing some other hits at this show as well, which I think is pretty good news. Can I be honest? Can I be honest with you? I know this is gonna ruffle some feathers, but I don't really care for Bring Me's deathcore stuff, okay? I much prefer their metalcore sound, and I know I'm gonna get flamed in the comments for that kind of blasphemy, but that's just the sound that floats my pillows. That being said, I'm super happy for fans that do love it, especially for the fans that weren't around back in 06 that are finally going to get to experience it. Joining them on the show is going to be Static Dress, Dying Wish, HERIOT, Rolo Tomassi, Still in Love, and Car Underwater. I like a lot of those bands listed, but I really like Car Underwater. If you haven't checked those guys out yet, I actually started doing a series over my TikTok and Instagram at Jesse Lee called Bands That Don't Suck, where I just showcase bands, new bands that I think are great and quite frankly don't suck. And yeah, Car Underwater is one of the most recent bands I featured on that. Side note, I'm thinking of starting a new feature here on the podcast or YouTube show, whatever we're calling this thing that we do here together multiple times a week. Some kind of new band feature where I show you a new band, just give you some new music to check out, some stuff you probably haven't heard yet. Let me know if that's something that will interest you. I know a lot of people claim they want to hear new music all the time, but then when you show them new music, they kind of just scroll past it. So let me know if that is a feature that you would like to see on the podcast, on the show in the future. Just like a new band series, like a weekly highlight of a new, maybe every episode we end with a new band highlight. Let me know if that's something that interests you. Total side tangent. Anyway, let's see what the Legion has to say about this Count Your Blessings anniversary. Addy Z Nuts said, I need a Count Your Blessings world tour. I don't think we're going to get a world tour for Count Your Blessings. I think this is more than likely going to be a one-off. I could see them maybe doing a one-off in the US, possibly a situation where they play at a festival, a big festival, and they do a Count Your Blessings album in full or something like that. But I don't see them taking Count Your Blessings on the road, going to full-ass tour. I hope they don't. Again, back to what I said before. If I found out I was going to a Bring Me the Horizon show, I'd be stoked. And then if I found out later that it was going to be a Count Your Blessings album and a full tour, I would still be stoked, but I'd be a little less stoked than before. Again, that's just me. I know. On the Reservoir said, can't wait for all the new Bring Me fans to hear this, cry, scream, and then run away. Yeah, that is absolutely going to happen, at least with some fans. There's going to be some fans that just sort of started listening to the band not too long ago, maybe in the last decade or whatever, and they're going to be scrolling through, or maybe they'll get the notification on their streaming service of choice, Spotify, Apple Music, whatever it is, and they're like, oh, Bring Me the Horizon released a new album? Cool, let's check it out. And they're going to hit play. That first song, Pray for the Plague, is going to hit their ears, and they're going to have to do that double shake, look at their phone like, wait a minute, what? Did I hit skip by mistake? And is this a Slaughter to Prevail song? What's happening here? Andre's Rub Rick said, not the whole deal if I don't see pics of Ollie pouting. Yeah, I noticed that when I was searching for photos, when I was making a post about this on Instagram and TikTok, when I was making a post about it, I was looking for photos of Bring Me the Horizon back in 06, 07 era. Yeah, every single band photo almost, every promo shot, Ollie is giving those pout. It was a very mid-2000s pout. I know Christopher Drew from Never Shout Never, he always did the pout too. I guess maybe that was just thing in the mid. I didn't really notice at the time, but yeah, maybe the mid-2000s were just a lot of pouty lips. Zach Rudrup said, it's worth noting as well that one of the support bands, Still in Love, have ex-Bring Me the Horizon guitarist Curtis Ward in their lineup. That is worth noting. Thank you, Zach. Thanks for pointing that out. Zach actually has a podcast himself called It's Not a Phase Podcast. Very good stuff. So go check that out. When you're done with this one, obviously, finish this episode first before you go listen and consume anyone else's content. But yeah, thanks for pointing that out, Zach. That's really cool. Nice little full circle moment there for former guitarist Curtis Ward.
The Jesse Lee Show. Oh, oh. The Jesse Lee Show. Oh, oh. The Jesse Lee Show. Oh, oh. The Jesse Lee Show.